The $2,000 cup of coffee at dealerships and how dealers add profit without you even noticing. Have you ever had a salesman hand you a warm cup of coffee the second you walked in the door? Seems kind of friendly, right? But let me tell you what, that free cup might be the most expensive coffee you'll ever drink. In fact, at a car dealership, it could end up costing you $2,000 or more, and trust me, you'll never see a charge for it on paper. Welcome back to the Homework Guy Show. I'm Kevin Hunter, your car buying advocate with 16 years inside the auto industry, exposing its dirty secrets. Today's show digs into how dealers use psychological favors, freebies, and small courtesies to make you feel indebted to them. So when they load the contract with junk add-ons and fees, you're conditioned to say yes without realizing what's happening. And with me, as always, is the amazing Elizabeth. Hey Liz, are you ready to spill some coffee on those dealer tactics?
Sure thing, Kevin. And we're not talking about the kind that stains your shirt. We're talking about behavioral economics in the showroom. A $2,000 cup of coffee that starts with a smile and ends with you financing extras that you didn't ask for. People think car buying is about numbers, price, interest rate, monthly payment, but it's actually about psychology. Dealers spend decades refining this stuff because they know human nature works against you.
Exactly. Let's start with the favor hook. The moment you arrive, you're offered coffee, water, snacks, and friendly conversation. Maybe they rush to bring your kids a juice box or offer to run some numbers for you. That creates what's called reciprocity pressure. Psychologists call this the rule of reciprocation. When someone does something nice for you, you feel an obligation to return the favor, even if you didn't ask for it. In a dealership, that means you start feeling like you owe them your time, your attention, and eventually your signature on just about anything.
And that tiny gesture snowballs quickly. Next comes the "we worked so hard for you" routine. The salesperson says, "Let me go fight for you with my manager." They leave you sitting there for 10 minutes and return with an exclusive discount. Now you're thinking, wow, he went to bat for me. But that favor was scripted. It's meant to make you feel that you owe them something in return, like agreeing to buy the car today or not questioning those extras in finance.
Right, and that's where the real money starts flowing. You see, dealers rarely make their biggest profits on the car itself anymore. Margins on new cars are rather thin. The back-end profits, something like warranty plans, gap insurance, paint protection, tire packages, and interest markups are where the gold is at. Every favor earlier in the process is an investment to get you comfortable when it really counts. And in that finance office, that's when you sip the final cup of that $2,000 coffee and say, sure, why not?
So let's put numbers on this so viewers can understand how this goes. A typical deal has a $9.95 protection package, a $5.99 document fee, $3.99 for nitrogen tires, and maybe that $1,200 extended service plan. That's $3,000 in extras. If you finance this at 8% for 60 months, you'll pay another $600 in interest. So the dealer just turns your thank you coffee into a $3,600 windfall for them.
And guess what? You don't see any of that coming because they keep you emotionally anchored to that act of friendliness. It's a social trap as old as sales itself. They want you to feel like they're your friends, not adversaries. And no one likes arguing with friends, so you start to say things like, well, he did spend so much time with us, or she's been so helpful, I don't want to look ungrateful. That's how you get manipulated into compliance.
Let's call out the sequence step by step so buyers can see how this trap works. First is the warm welcome. The coffee, cookies, kid snacks, it makes you lower your guard. Number 2 is small talk. They ask about your family, your job, your pets, and they're building rapport with you. Number 3 is the test drive. You fall in love with that car emotionally before negotiating. Number 4 is the manager favor. They pretend to fight for a discount for you. Number 5, they ask commitment questions. Would you take this car home today if we could make this work? And lastly, number 6 is the handoff to finance. That's where the biggest upsells hide. By the end of that script, your willpower is shot. You're probably really tired and you feel indebted.
That's why I call it the dealer hospitality hustle. It's not about being nice, it's about profit engineering. A cup of coffee costs them 50 cents, but can yield thousands if it softens your defenses. They track every tiny gesture in CRM systems, and they know which touch points increase closing rates. There's data showing that when a salesperson offers refreshments and mentions kids by name, contract profit averages go up by 20%. And friends, that's not kindness, that's calculated.
And it's not just about coffee. Think about the free car wash, free tank of gas, or first oil change on us. All of that feeds the same mechanism to create a favor so you feel obligated. Then the finance manager takes over and hits you with a smile. Since you're a great customer, I worked out a special rate for you, and you'll need to add the vehicle protection plan to qualify. Boom. You just bought that $2,000 cup of coffee.
And that little trick you just described is called conditional qualification. It's illegal in some states because it ties a loan approval to a product sale, a classic TILA, Truth in Lending Act, and UDAP violation. But it still happens every day, and dealers know most buyers won't challenge it because they're already emotionally invested in the car and the salesperson they're working with.
So let's give you a mental exercise. Next time you're at a dealership, notice every time they use the word we. We'll take care of you. We worked hard to get you approved. We're all set to get you on the road. That's called inclusive framing. They want you to think that you're on the same team with them. But remember, their commission is tied to your wallet.
Exactly. The dealer team only works for the dealer. That's why you need to bring your own team, people who work for you. That's where the Homework Guy comes in. Our hassle-free car buying service puts a professional coach in your side to cut through the nonsense. No favors, no fluff, just out-the-door pricing. If you want a fair deal without the psychological games, click the red button on our website, thehomeworkguy.com, and hire a coach before you ever even set foot on the lot.
So let's break down a few real stories that we've seen. Remember the viewer from Texas who wrote in saying the dealer gave him a special VIP discount for being a first responder? It sounds generous until we saw the contract. They added a $19.95 vehicle etch protection fee and a $6.99 theft recovery system that he never requested. That's the favor trap in action. First, it makes you feel honored, and then slips in the junk products.
Yeah, and don't forget the dealer in Florida who handed out gift cards with test drives, believe it or not. If you took the gift card, they tagged you as emotionally converted. That meant their software flagged you for higher F&I upsell potential. They literally quantify your gratitude response. Every $25 gift card was worth more than $700 in more profit later on. That is textbook manipulation.
So let's take a quick reality check. We're not saying that every salesperson is evil. Some are just good people who are trapped in a bad system. But the system itself rewards psychological pressure and penalizes honesty.
Man, I know that firsthand because I got fired for being too honest.
A salesperson who refuses to push add-ons gets a smaller commission and might lose their job. That's why the industry keeps doing this, because it works.
Right, and because it works, they train on it religiously. You can find reciprocity training modules in dealer sales manuals. They literally say, offer refreshments early to establish rapport and reciprocity. If you've ever wondered why every dealer offers coffee in identical paper cups next to a Keurig station, that's why it's standardized car dealer psychology. And guess who standardizes this? Organizations like NADA.
Let's go a bit deeper, because this goes beyond the showroom. Online dealers use digital versions of the same tactic. When they say, congratulations, you've been pre-approved, that's a favor framed as a gift. You feel obligated to finish the application or buy the car because you've already accepted their help. That's the same $2,000 cup of coffee, just served up through Wi-Fi.
So what should viewers do to fight back? Let's lay out the Homework Guide defense plan. Number 1, say no thanks early. When offered coffee or snacks, just politely decline all that kind of stuff. You owe them nothing. Number 2, stay in control. Tell them up front you want an out-the-door price before any test drive or credit check. Number 3, bring your own financing. Walk in with a pre-approval from your bank or credit union so they can't manipulate your rate. We've said that many times over the years. Number 4, inspect the contract. Circle every fee and ask what it's for. And if they can't justify it, refuse it. Number 5, take your time. Never sign the same day. That kills their urgency tactics.
And one more to add on. Separate friendship from business. The salesperson might be charming, but you're not there to make friends. You're there to make a smart financial decision. You can smile and still say no. If they guilt trip you by saying, you don't trust me, you just smile and reply, I trust the math. That line works every time.
I love that. I trust math. That's the Homework Guy model right there. Look, dealers count on the fact that most buyers shy away from conflict. They build their profit model on your desire to keep things pleasant. But a car deal is not a dinner party. It's a contractual battle, and you should be perfectly fine with it feeling a little bit awkward at times. Every favor they offer you is a camouflaged weapon in that battle. If all of this feels overwhelming and you're thinking, wow, I really suck at getting OTDs, for example, well, don't worry. That's exactly why we created the Homework Guy hassle-free car buying service. We do all the work. We do all the homework, car searches, get all the OTDs you need, everything, so you don't have to. Visit our website at thehomeworkguy.com and click on the big red button you find on the homepage. Whether you're ordering a car, leasing, buying, new or used, or even handling a lease buyout, we've got you covered. Our team of skilled car coaches will do the research, chase down the OTD price, and protect you from the mistakes that we've just talked about in today's show. As I said, our service is where we do all the work, including finding cars and negotiating deals, so you don't have to.
If you found this video helpful, remember to give us a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and drop a comment below. We love hearing your car buying success stories because they inspire and protect the entire Homework Guy community.
To all of you long-term viewers and subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of Alex Stevens, our auto expert, the amazing Elizabeth, our master negotiator, and the entire hassle-free Homework Guy car buying team. Stick around a moment as we scroll through some of our recent 5-star Google reviews. Thank you for watching.